the civilian areas.
Okay, there is a breaking news development. Hold on to your thoughts, Shawan. Breaking news development coming. I'm going to Shawan for that. Shawan, what's the update? Please tell us.
Well, it's the Fatah-1 missile that has now been intercepted in Haryana. That's the latest coming in. So you're looking at, as we have been saying, that the operation is ongoing. One more example of this, where the missiles which are still being fired, have now been intercepted. We are being told that the situation is under control as far as Pathankot is concerned. Udhampur and Srinagar is still going on. As far as Srinagar is concerned, Srinagar, the operations are still underway.
Absolutely. Shawan, is that another second missile that has been intercepted over Haryana airspace? Because remember, the first one was the Fatah-1 missile, which was intercepted above Sirsa. And are you suggesting that this is the second one, which means Pakistani escalation continues and we have to, of course, inflict costs?
Well, the Pakistani escalation still continues, and this we are witnessing in multiple forms. One, there is an airstrike that is going on. Second, there is heavy artillery firing that is still going on along the LC as well as the international border. Third, as far as drone strikes are concerned, there's no new report coming in. Till about 7 o'clock this morning, there are drone attacks. That have taken place. So a consolidated report at this hour with regards to the missile interception. Yes, in Haryana, there has been another. Then you have, as far as the situation over Srinagar is concerned, there the air raid is still going on and the operation is still underway. In fact, I'm given to understand the air battle has only intensified, and that is the reason why perhaps, Abhishek, the information that you've got is with regards to a third Pakistani Air Force fighter jet that has been brought down. I was told that Pakistan has suffered major losses, so that could be indicative of the same. Third is with regards to the drone attacks that have been taking place. Drone attacks continued till about early this morning, till about 7 o'clock, and that was perhaps dispersed in a dispersed manner that we were looking at these drone attacks. Starting from Punjab to Haryana, as well as up north, where these drone attacks have actually taken place, but that seems to have been taken control of. And finally, with regards to the civilian areas that have been targeted, that it has been restricted to Jammu area.
Well, absolutely. In fact, let's, for the benefit of viewers who are joining the broadcast now, it's 8:06 a.m. We started this, we started rolling live at around 4:30 a.m. And since then, what has happened is at around between 8 and 9 p.m. last evening, Pakistan started second round of its drone swarm attacks. It followed it up with the surface-to-air, surface-to-surface missiles. 6 of those missiles were launched, targeted at Indian cities from Udhampur to Pathankot to Amritsar, among others. And that's when India retaliated, targeting 3 of Pakistan's big air bases, including the Nur Khan Air Base in Rawalpindi. And that's where the Pakistan Army headquarters are, following which, of course, now we are seeing Pakistan absolutely going mad and hitting here and there, including targeting Srinagar, targeting Jammu, and failing to hit any of those military installations in absolute frustration, hitting at civilians, including targeting religious temples, structures, and that really shows the deranged nature of the Pakistani military machine, that it's going to target essentially a jihadi machine, targeting religious structures. The most sacred of temples in Jammu, the Aap Shambhu temple, has been targeted. Of course, the Pakistani missile missed hitting that temple.
Can I?
Yeah, go ahead. Saurabh, please go ahead.
Yeah, you know, this Fateh, my source is telling me this Fateh missile that Pakistan is firing, that we have intercepted, is they are very, very keen to try and hit the national capital region. Our air defenses are robust, and that's the reason why we've been able to, twice now, I've been told, informed by sources, have been able to stop this missile. So that's their whole game plan, because obviously, you know, they have really escalated this, because now what they're trying to do is they're expanding their theater of attack. That's a very, very significant thing, which is a major escalationary step taken by Pakistan. So this is something which we want to tell our viewers now, that this is an escalation to the other extreme that the Pakistan is trying to do, because this is trying to take the theater of attack to our national capital region. So this is something where our air defense is robust and strong to deter it. But Pakistan, again, and I'm speaking out so that all our viewers and people who are watching us across the globe should know that Pakistan, as an aggressor, is now trying to expand this whole theater of attack.
Well, absolutely. And I wonder, Saurabh, whether it really helps Pakistan to spread itself thin. It hardly has ammunition for a week or 7 days, 10 days. And for Pakistan to be thinking that they can broaden this war into other areas. We have heard some reports of some projectiles coming in along Rajasthan border. And also remember, this is even before Indian Navy is pressed into service. And we had reports last evening, even from international platforms, that India has mobilized its naval forces massively. And that's really perhaps just sending jitters. And the nervous generals have really lost their mind in broadening the conflict. Let's get more information and more breakings. Some helplines have been set up by local administration. And this seems like Indian civil defense really getting in top gear and making sure that there is no panic and situation is in control, Saurabh. But your word, Pakistan does not benefit in any manner by broadening this conflict at all.
It does not, but if you see, Abhishek, think of this as their devious strategy. On one hand, they're trying to strike a high-value target, and that's the reason in desperation they're trying to fire these missiles on a high-value target. On the other hand, I'm also told, and I'm sure your newsroom would have got, that they are trying to create a disinformation campaign. For instance, the Pakistani news channels were reporting, which was a complete fake news, that Delhi has been surrounded by drones, that they've targeted India's power, in grid. All that was fake news. We verified it. So one hand, they're trying to be desperate by trying these, through this missile attack. On the other hand, a lot of fake stuff is being spread. So people have to be aware of that. Go only and follow verified sources. This is what I want to tell all our viewers, because Pakistan is trying through every means possible to spread out disinformation, also misinformation, to put the morale down of our forces and also our people, but we are resilient and strong. Abhishek.
Well, absolutely, and we are resilient and strong, and we are making sure that Pakistan pays through its nose for any military misadventure like it has happened last night. We are building up. It's 8:11 a.m. now, and the press conference by India is expected at around 10 a.m. Pakistani missiles intercepted all across from Srinagar to Jammu, from Udhampur to Pathankot, and from Amritsar to Sirsa. These are fresh pictures of, I believe these are pictures of a Pakistani jet having been down. Oh, this is missiles. Okay, this seems like a reasonably good size surface to surface missile. And we will help our viewers identify this in a bit. We'll get some experts joining us live in a bit to help us understand which missiles are these. This is one of the many, in fact, that have been downed, including, of course, 3 Pakistani jets. And we are told of which 2 have fallen on Indian side, 1 on the Pakistani side. Shawan, what are these pictures? Which missile is this? Is this where the Sirsa interception took place, or is it from Punjab?
Well, there are 2 interceptions that has taken place of the missiles. If I'm not wrong, Niranjan could just help us understand. I believe this would be the Haryana interception that took place. These are the surface-to-air missiles that are used. In fact, this is the Fatah-1 missile, which, in fact, the Pakistanis themselves have actually admitted of the missiles that have been fired from their side. So there is a admission from the Pakistani side. So as I've been pointing out, if you look at what has essentially happened is that they basically activated their bases in Sindh. They've activated their bases in Punjab as well as in Pakistan-occupied Kashmir, because all the launches that you have essentially seen are from these very areas, and these areas, there has been a counter match to it. And this is not only about what happened late last night. If you remember, Abhishek, what we broke yesterday afternoon was with regards to the precision strikes that actually took place from the Indian side. That was to do about 4 air bases that was a confirmation that was given by our forces during the joint briefing. I was given to understand that part of it, this was basically just opposite to each of the sectors where we have largely seen the infiltration and the drone launches as well as the missile launches that have actually taken place. So that's the process that has largely been followed by our armed forces, targeting those very places from where, or the origin of the very places from where the attacks have actually taken place. So these are what they're calling a counter match. Perhaps some clarity is expected later today when the briefing is going to take place. It was scheduled for 10 o'clock this morning, and now we're being told that it has once again, it's been rescheduled sometime later as the operation is still underway.
Yeah, absolutely. And as we build up to that press conference, Saurabh, you know, the fact of the matter is that Indian response has been very, very effective, and the Pakistani defenses absolutely godforsaken, absolutely Chinese in terms of their quality, and hence easily breached. Look at these pictures that we have of